Hey there, this is DJ Roob, host of Not So Serious Radio on KKSM Palomar College Radio. Been doing this since 2016. And we are here at the Pacific View Art Center for yet another Pacific View session. The sessions are a program of the city of Encinitas, which supports our art program here and supports artists in the San Diego music scene. And tonight, we've got some artists from the San Diego music scene, and they are Whiskey and Burlap.
Miss Betty was making biscuits on a Tuesday night when she started to realize that the batter was burning and the recipe just was not right. So it came as no surprise when she opened up the oven and peeked right in. Well, oh my, what did she see inside? Is that a husband puffing and a blowing fit to save her life? But her biscuits had gone dry. Milkman, milkman, pour that milk right in the pan. You gotta help it turn that damn bar down. Milkman, milkman, turn your truck right round again. Well, you don't need to take that trip to town. Come here. Right in the pan, you gotta help it turn that damn bar down. Milkman, milkman, turn your truck right round again. Well, you don't need to take that trip to town either. Step on up and take the number, get in line. Cause the people, they all know when it's hot outside, you can't find nothing you can put on ice. There is nowhere else for you to go. Right round again. Well, you don't need to take that trip to town. I hope that you won't take that trip to town.
All right. Nice.
That was the Milkman, everybody. Soon to be released on our next album, our third album called Milkman.
All right.
Here's a tune called Dancing with the Angels.
Just like the name says it. Dancing with the angels.
There's a pathway of darkness, a pathway to light, and they meet at the crossroads. The angels are calling, the spirits will hearken. All is forgiven, lay down your weary load. You'll be dancing, dancing
just like old Daniel in the lion's den. The door will be open and the feast spread out before you, dancing with the angels. While lions roar.
Satan's dark powers are hungry for confusion, unsatisfied, ever greedy for more. If you look to your heart at the spirit they're illumined, it's bright and shining, sin can harm you no more. You'll be dancing, 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 dancing with the angels, just like old Daniel in the lion's den. The door will be open and the feast spread out before you, dancing with the angels. While lions roar. Of mercy, I wait and there to greet you. Stand the shores of everlasting light. They're saying, come and greet us across the shining waters. Our lanterns of love will guide you through the light. You'll be dancing, 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 dancing with the angels, just like old Daniel in the lion's den. The door will be open and the feast spread out before you, dancing with the angels. While lions roar, dancing with the angels.
Ho, ho. Whiskey and Burlap here for their Pacific View session. Oh, man, those harmonies are making me weak in the knees. Oh, it's so good that I'm so happy you're here. Welcome.
Thank you very much for the invite.
Yeah, of course.
What a beautiful place you're at. Thank you very much for the invite here. Pacific
Of course.
View, incredible space.
Yeah, so how about a quick round of introductions?
My name is Ethan Von Tilo. I'm a mandolin player. A pleasure and honor to play with these two.
Camille Salave, ukulele player. Sometimes do play guitar. I'm just learning. And again, pleasure to play with these guys.
And I'm Craig McIntosh, playing the guitar, and delighted to have the musical experience with these two good friends. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, your chemistry is palpable. It's so beautiful to see this. I've seen you all perform a few times, but you're right here now, and this is even better. So you all got started about 2018, and how did you come together?
Well, we Ethan and I kind of raised our kids together, and we would get them together. About every year? We do like maybe a Christmas jamboree of some kind, where we just have all the kids sitting around banging on pots, playing whatever instruments they were playing at that time. But so we had a few songs that we had worked out, but we were disorganized, never got our act together. And then Camille, God bless her, came on the picture, whapped us into shape, turned us into an actual band. And I mean, really, from the first time that we ever got together to play as a threesome, we just absolutely felt an amazing musical connection, and it's been there ever since. So.
Yeah,
Did Camille show up with a clipboard and a whistle?
Well,
You know me.
Camille and I, we know each other because our kids play baseball together at North Park Little League, and Camille lives right down the street from me. So yes, I think we decided one day we're just going to get behind my house, just sit there in the deck, and then as soon as we started singing some harmonies, some classic bluegrass tune, it just kind of clicked, and we said, "Oh boy, I think we should continue this." Craig and I, we were just happy to sit in the backyard and just kind of, dink around. But Camille was like, "Oh, I booked us a gig in September. We're already playing a gig." And so then it all started, and it's been an incredible journey. Yeah, we're going to be celebrating our third album. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of gigs. It's been a pretty incredible journey.
Yeah.
Shout out to Def Brewery, which was the place that got us our start.
Yeah.
We're not good enough to play there anymore. Now they got real bands, but man, it was great to be there at first. So yeah.
Oh, they're making a big mistake if they're banning you from the from the place. So you did mention there's a new album coming out called Milkman. We heard the title track that you led off with. Really, really quite nice. And then that's coming out when?
Yeah, October 23rd, and it's going to be a big live concert there at the Courtyard, downtown San Diego. East Village is a beautiful space to be downtown. What a space to spotlight our album, and it's produced by Sean Rolfe, who's an amazing musician here and producer here in San Diego. A bunch of guests, violinists, bass player too. So it's going to be a little larger sound that you're used to. And then also, Craig wrote these Milkman, and then we're going to also play Oh Rosie too. It's a little different style as well.
And then, sorry, I just drew a blank. So you have two other albums out that also got noted by the San Diego Music Awards. And if I consult my notes here, your debut album was what was it? Around the Bend, and that actually won Best Folk or Acoustic Album back in 2022. And then you followed up with another album, Questioning Why, which I've listened to many, many times. That got a couple of San Diego Music Award nominations for Best Country or Americana Album and Best Country or Americana Song for Travelin' This Road. And tell me about when you got the award at the Music Awards. What was that like?
Well,
I was there, but
the sad news is Craig wasn't here. Craig was on sabbatical for a year, and so Camille and I, we were trying to keep the trio together as a duo, bringing in all these different musicians, which was fantastic. We met so many different people, but we were there without Craig, unfortunately. But we definitely felt his spirit. I think we sent a photo and texted him. He was in England, probably very late at night. But what an honor to be there with all the wonderful musicians, and that's what's so great about the San Diego Music Awards is it gives back to kids, guitars in schools, but then also just to be there to meet all the different musicians, and then that's what's kind of neat about Trio, just writing originals. We did some classics, and we still play covers, but really it's mostly about the originals. And so there's a backlog probably of like 50, 60 plus originals floating around that we haven't even recorded. And so everyone here in the band writes, and I would say, Milkman, Oh Rosie, that's Craig and stuff like that. So and then Camille's, everyone's writing. So it's something neat about the band is that we're trying to do original tunes and bringing different influences as well.
I want to get back to the Music Awards for a second. I agree. That's the only place where most people or a lot of people from the music scene, San Diego music scene, are there in one place. And for me, for someone who looks at the scene, holistically and from a large or a higher level, I just absolutely love going there and rubbing elbows with everybody, and it was good to see you there that year.
Yeah, it's a special year.
Yeah. So let me ask you if you got a few more songs to play for us.
We sure do.
Yeah, we got Whiskey and Burlap here for our Pacific View sessions.
All right, this next one's a cover tune. It's originally by Roger Miller, but we picked it up from Colorado bluegrass band called Hot Rise. They have an alter ego called Red Knuckles and the Trailblazers. They go backstage, they come out on the second half, and everybody plays different instruments, Western swing. So we picked this song up from them. So it's called Kansas City Star. I got a letter just this morning. It was postmarked on my hall. It was typed and neatly written, offering me this better job. A better job and higher wages, expenses paid in a car. But I'm on TV here locally, and I can't quit cause I'm a star. When I come on the TV grinning, wearing pistols and a hat. It's a kiddish show and I'm the hero of the younger set. I'm a number one attraction of every supermarket parking lot. I'm a king of Kansas City, no thanks on my heart, thanks a lot. Well, Kansas City Star, that's what I are. Lately, you ought to see my car. It's a big old Cadillac, wire wheels. I got rhinestones on the spokes. I got credit at the grocery store. My barber tells me jokes. I'm a number one attraction of every supermarket parking lot. I'm a king of Kansas City, no thanks, Omaha, thanks. Shut up, Kansas City Star, that's what I are. Yeah, lately, you ought to see my car. It's a big old Cadillac wire wheels. I got rhinestones on the spokes. I got credit at the grocery store. My barber tells me jokes. I'm a number one attraction of a supermarket parking lot. I'm a king of Kansas City. No thanks, Omaha. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thanks a lot, Omaha.
Thanks a lot, Omaha.
Kansas City Star. That was again cover good Roger Miller classic. And here's an original Craig wrote. We had a wonderful gig at a local establishment, but at one point they said to us, "No more drinks for the band." So, being the very professional band that we are, we're called Whiskey and Burlap. We're very professional, so we said, "You know what? We're out of here. We just left. We didn't get paid. It's just completely ridiculous. I'm unprofessional." But we left. We went across the street, had the greatest time at another establishment, and then about 3 a.m, Craig wrote this tune called "Oh Rosie."
And here it is. 3, 4.
When I play my music, I like to be feeling fine. So that all of the people are gonna have a real nice time. If I ever should stumble, well, just take me by the arm, 'cause baby, I don't mind. Oh, Rosie, Rosie, won't you give me one glass of wine? Oh, Rosie, Rosie, won't you give me one glass of wine? And if you don't give it to me, I'll have to move it on down the line. When you hear me singing, you know it's gonna be alright. 'Cause it's a natural thing, but people gotta get uptight. Every dog has its day, and if you tell me that I can, I'll tell you that I just may. Oh, Rosie, Rosie, won't you give me one glass of wine? Oh, Rosie, Rosie, won't you give me one glass of wine? And if you don't give it to me, I'll have to move it on down the line. bust my back. Oh, Rosie, Rosie, won't you give me one glass of wine? Oh, Rosie, Rosie, won't you give me one glass of wine? And if you don't give it to me, I'll have to move it on down the line. Yeah, if you don't give it to me, I'll have to move it on down the line. Oh, Rosie.
Oh boy.
Oh, sweet Rosie.
We're going to change it up a little bit. This is a cover. And yeah, one of the first bands when we started playing together as we loved the Civil Wars, a beautiful folk duo that unfortunately split up. And this is a tune from Joy Williams, post-Civil Wars. It's called The Trouble with Wanting.
Wow, that was something else. Thank you for that choice of cover. It was sublime. The harmonies were just exquisite. The arrangements, wow. We have Whiskey and Burlap here at the Pacific View Art Center in Encinitas for their Pacific View session. Hi. So let's talk a little bit about what happened during the pandemic lockdown. It sounds like you guys got a little busy.
Yeah, and you just mentioned the last song, and it's our harmonies, and this is what makes it all worth it. We sit in my living room, which just has a beautiful echo, and this is kind of why we just love doing what we do. So every Tuesday we get together and just do what you just heard. But yeah, during the pandemic it was a little tough for multiple reasons. But one of the cool things that we did is we didn't tell the city. Once again, here we are breaking the rules. But we just closed down our street, our whole street, the 29th Street in South Park, and just closed down the street and had a porch concert. So once a month we had a wonderful porch concert, put flyers around the whole neighborhood, and it was just incredible to see the outpouring of support and love and people getting together, and just it turned into really a thing. And then people were really bummed and sad when it ended. And then also during the pandemic, I used to play on the porch, every day, just play music, and the amount of people I met, everyone walking in the streets and stuff like that. So one thing of the pandemic that I do miss is that, the sense of community and people walking in the neighborhood, people talking to each other, the porch concerts, and it was really special. We met a lot of different people during that time.
Yeah, I still have people walk by and want to, if we're ever going to do them again and do the porch concert. We tried one time, but we got shut down. But yeah, I still have people come by and say how much that touched them and how much it meant to them to bring music to the community, because everybody was so disconnected at the time.
It was dark.
Just to have somebody, playing music, a group of us playing music. I had one lady that came up to me and said it just brought tears to her eyes, and she couldn't thank us enough for doing that during that time.
Yeah. Well, you're always out there making people feel good. And speaking of feel good, it seems to me, I've read somewhere that you take your proceeds from your gigs and your tips and donate them to some worthy causes. Can we hear about that, please?
Yeah, we do our best. Recently, we've been trying to save up for our albums, though. We found
Fair
that
enough.
albums do cost money. But yeah, supporting the victims, the fire victims in Hawaii, for example, that was important for us. Supporting local organizations that provide music to schools like Villa Musica and Dave Harp's Foundation. So, trying to give back to the community. The Altadena fire, after the fires, a local artist who lost his house, But yeah, it's interesting. Also trying to raise money for an album. It's really interesting process. The whole album process. This past album has literally taken a year to get where we are. It's been incredible.
Is this different than the other two? The process for the other two?
Yes, we have a producer. Sean Rolfe is a wonderful producer, which is actually really helped us because we came in there with 40 songs, and he's like, no, we're not doing that. And then he chose the final selection of the songs, which I think was really good for us. And then also he's working on the arrangements as well, because usually we come like already preconceived, emotions. Here's what we're doing. So great experience, and also just calling us on our musicianship too. I mean, that's one thing about being a musician, it's just you can always get better. You should always be practicing and always practicing your craft. And I think we're all doing that. Everyone's doing different projects and learning as we play together.
It must be a little tough when you have a producer telling you that the arrangement that you worked so hard on maybe needs some tweaking. Does it hurt a little bit in the gut?
Home.
I mean, you gotta have faith in your producer, and you also have to have good musical communication. And Sean's a guy we trust a lot. We really like his taste in music, and so
I'm assuming he's a musician
he's
himself?
a musician, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And without exception, the things that he's pushed us on, especially sometimes you go home and you listen to the raw cut, and you're like, yeah, he was right. Like he's hearing something that we weren't hearing. So. You always got to welcome opportunities for growth, even when they're a little painful. And it's, I think, helped us grow quite a bit to have somebody kind of cracking the whip over us and, thumbs up, thumbs down on some of our stupid ideas. It's actually been very constructive for us. So.
Did you hear that, Sean? You were right about some things. And now we've got some gigs coming up. September 14th at Josie's Hideout. And then there's a Manzanita concert on October 19th. What is that?
It's at the church.
Mission Trails?
Mission Trails shirts.
Dan Steinman.
We'll get to do a lot of our ballads, which haven't been really doing our ballads lately. So that'll be a nice gig to bring the ballads back.
And
we're
then
gonna be at Grand Ole Barbecue too on Wednesdays.
You have a
little residency.
Yeah.
Sort of like Dolly Parton in Vegas, but it's the same kind of idea. Yeah.
Yeah, if you squint, it kind of looks like Dolly Parton in Vegas. But then, October 23rd, as we mentioned earlier, the creme de la creme, your album release party for Milkman at the Courtyard.
Yeah, we'll have a bunch of swag there too. We ordered a lot of swag, so come and get your swag.
It's an incredible venue, as you know. The sound there is just incredible to be on that big stage, and we're inviting stand-up bass player, different musicians who are coming out. So
and tacos.
And they have a new restaurant too. Yeah,
okay,
plus a full bar.
even better. So you got any shout outs that you want to make while we're here?
I'll give a shout out to Ethan's wife, Mary, who lets us practice at her house every single Tuesday night without doing us any bodily harm so far. So we owe her
Mary.
a lot right there.
Fair. Well, obviously, Sean, Rolf. There are some pretty regular musicians that play with us, like Steve Jones and, Aaron. What's Aaron's last name? Do you know? He's going to join us on the album release, and we've had Brady and some other musicians that have joined us pretty regularly on some gigs. So
good.
Yeah, and first and foremost, the audience members who come out to every gig and sometimes hear the song a couple times and stuff. That just coming out and supporting us is so important. So
sure.
And obviously those listening to our albums online. We're on Bandcamp, Spotify, YouTube.
You're everywhere you need to be.
You name it. So just listening to the album and seeing that support. We get those reports like once a week, and it's kind of funny because the numbers are so low, of course. But someone's in Florida listening, or someone's in a different country, and it's so exciting to see that people are listening to the music, or hearing the music.
I think I may have heard a few of your songs on Not So Serious Radio. Is that possible? Oh my gosh! All right, so. You got a couple more to finish out the set?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Whiskey and Burlap Pacific View Sessions.
Become vain along the way. Hey, I'm just an old chunk of coal, oh Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna learn the best way to walk. I'm gonna search and find a better way to talk. Spit and polish my own rough edge self till I get rid of every single flaw. I'm gonna be the world's best friend. I'm gonna go around shaking everybody's hand. Hey, I'm gonna be a cotton picking rage of the air. I'm gonna be a diamond someday.
I'm gonna be that cotton picking rage of the years. I'm gonna be a diamond someday.
Just an old chunk of coal.
Just an old chunk of coal. Mountain Dew. All right, it's an old bluegrass classic. Mountain Dew it is. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down the road from here, there's an old hollow tree where you lay down $1 or $2. Just go round the bend and come back again. There's a jump for that good old Mountain Dew. We call it that good old Mountain Dew, and they refuse it off you. I'll hush up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Swell up your head, better stick to that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, we call it that good old Mountain Dew, and they refuse it off you. Hush up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Rolled by with his head raised high, said his wife had been down with the flu. Oh, I thought that I ought to sell him a quart of that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew, and they refuse it off you. Hush up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. He sawed off and short, he measures 4 feet 2. But he feels like a giant when you give him a pint of that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew, and they refuse it off you. I'll hush up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Yes, I'll hush up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew.
Woo! All right.
That's how they say it.
That's it. Well, what can I say? It was wonderful to have you, Whiskey and Burlap, and Ethan, and Camille, and Craig. And thank you for coming in and gracing our studio here. And look out for the new album coming out next month called Milkman. And that's all I got.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us, and thank you for everything you're doing for the musical community.
Big shout out to the
show.
city of Encinitas for supporting live music, for supporting this beautiful art center. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and thanks, of course, always to the Pacific View crew, audio and video, for making this thing really happen. And we'll see you on the circuit. Peace.